Good Tuesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. Dalton Scott Potter, the man accused of murdering Alyssa Longwell in front of witnesses on a Douglas County road, now faces a trial scheduled for October. A major Douglas County road is now closed to vehicles over 10,000 pounds. Breezy and cooler over the next few days as fire danger remains very high. Winery owner Brock W Lindsay was killed early Saturday when his off-road vehicle crashed in the 500 block of Klate Road in Manson. 40-year-old Lindsay was co-owner of Succession Wines and Alta Cellars in Manson. The accident took place about a mile from the Succession tasting rooms. Chelan County Sheriff's deputies said the crash was reported at 1:34 a.m. Lindsay's side-by-side vehicle had gone off the roadway and he was found dead at the scene. He was the only occupant of the vehicle. Lindsay was a former transportation engineer who moved into winemaking with his wife Erica in 2013, opening Succession 3 years later and earning multiple awards in the industry. Aside from his wife, he is also survived by their 2 daughters. Dalton Scott Potter, the man accused of murdering Alyssa Longwell in front of witnesses on a Douglas County road, now faces a trial scheduled for October. On Monday, visiting Judge John Nodell set a 2-week trial starting October 23rd. The judge also ruled Monday that Potter's statements to police when he was arrested after the January murder could be admitted at trial. Potter, who's 28 years old, allegedly shot and killed a 37-year-old Longwell while the two were driving along Badger Mountain Road, then opened fire on a vehicle with 2 witnesses traveling behind their car. He's charged with 13 felonies, including first-degree murder. The Chelan woman who leafleted Eastmont Junior High School with nude images of a teenager will serve a 6-month jail sentence. 48-year-old Amanda Sue Austin was sentenced in Douglas County Court today after pleading guilty to felony harassment, disclosing intimate images, and first-degree criminal trespass. Austin's teenage daughter was involved in a feud with another girl and obtained nude images of her rival. She and Austin then distributed the pictures and photocopied leaflets around Junior High in March of 2022. Judge Brian Huber ordered Austin to serve most of her sentence on work release, but said she must spend 10 days in jail as straight time. Last night's lightning in the Upper Valley sparked 2 more forest fires overnight. Lake Wenatchee Fire and Rescue says one fire is burning near Cole's Corner above the Winton Mill area in the Okanogan-Wenatchee National Forest. A second fire was spotted on South Natapoc Ridge in land managed by the Department of Natural Resources. No size estimate was available for either fire, but crews from state and federal agencies were responding this afternoon. The Lake Wenatchee Fire Agency says Level 1 notifications were being issued to communities near Cole's Corner to be aware of the circumstances. When we come back, for the first time since 2019, a Wenatchee Valley delegation has traveled back to Misawa, Japan. The Chelan County team behind the West Cashmere Bridge received an award today from the Washington County Road Administration Board. And a final project earned a Wenatchee High School sophomore an honorable mention at a national competition over the summer. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Castle Rock International is the Northwest premier real estate agency for large acreage properties, farms and ranch land, lodging and resorts, and other distinctive commercial real estate. Professional, knowledgeable, and discreet, Castle Rock International has the listings and the buyers you have been looking for. Contact John McNamara at Castle Rock International today, or visit their website for more information on this award-winning company.
Are you hungry enough to eat the ass end out of a rhinoceros? I know how you feel. Come on out to Blueberry Hills. You'll have a great time. We've got excellent food, a feet on the furniture kind of experience, and we won't hustle you out of your table. If you want a real farm experience, make the trek to Manson to Blueberry Hills, where you sit, you pick, you eat, and you visit. So come on out and see what all the fuss is about. Blueberry Hills in Manson. It's where the world is coming to.
A major Douglas County road is now closed to vehicles over 10,000 pounds. McNeil Canyon Road is a winding artery between Highway 97 and 172. The county closed the route today to heavy trucks due to construction planning and general concern over road conditions. Engineers will now begin planning for a roadway realignment and safety improvements on McNeil Canyon Road, which has been site of several serious truck rollovers in recent years. County commissioners say they may soon adopt a permitting and education process for heavy vehicle drivers who want to use that route. A public hearing on the matter is scheduled for September 19th. For the first time since 2019, a Wenatchee Valley delegation has traveled back to Misawa, Japan. The sister city hosted 15 delegates, and the reunion included both Wenatchee Mayor Frank Kuntz and East Wenatchee Mayor Geraldine Crawford. The two cities have been connected since Clyde Pangborn's first nonstop trans-Pacific flight with Hugh Herndon in 1931. Delegations are usually comprised of local dignitaries, apple blossom royalty, and students, and while there, they will spend time on tours with a family and attending the Misawa Festival. The Wenatchee Valley Misawa Sister City Association said that the Misawa delegates will be in Wenatchee in late September. The Chelan County team behind the West Cashmere Bridge received an award today from the Washington County Road Administration Board. Assistant County Engineer Paula Cox and Assistant Public Works Director Josh Patrick were named Project Managers of the Year. They received the honor this morning at a meeting of county commissioners, recognizing their work on the $27 million bridge project linking Goodwin Road to Highway 2. Cox and Patrick shared project manager duties on the bridge, which opened in June of 2022. Drew Woods, Deputy Director of the County Road Administration Board, said their effort was worth noting.
This had been a DOT project or a larger public agency. They would have had multiple staff members just to do what Paula and Josh did as individuals. And that should be commended, appreciated, and most importantly, recognized, which is why we're here today.
A final project earned a Wenatchee High School sophomore an honorable mention at a national competition over the summer. Cade Devereaux's podcast project titled The Crash at Sea earned praise from the New York Times as part of their 6th annual student podcast project. The story followed a collision between a cargo ship and fishing boat off the Oregon coast, told from the perspective of Devereaux's dad and grandfather. Over 1,100 entries were submitted by students all over the country, and it was a requirement of Devereaux's podcast and audio storytelling class to submit to the contest. The class is offered again this year as advisor Brandon Harley and the Wenatchee School District Career and Technical Education Department seek to give their students real-world experience. Coming up next this morning, Wenatchee School District kids all over town gathered their school supplies and headed back to school. We'll bring you more on that in tonight's feature story. Expect rain showers, breezy conditions, and cool temperatures to continue. I'll have all the weather details in your complete North Central Washington weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Well, looks like our surgery patient is feeling better today.
Yep, I didn't need any oxy today. I thought I'd do a little surgery on the drain.
Huh. Do you need your pain pills anymore?
No.
Well, we should get them out of the house. There are places to drop them off.
Yeah, okay. Actually, I can do that right now.
And I will look at the drain.
Prevent opioid misuse. Find safe medication return options near you at med-project.org.
At Confluence Health, our mission is clear: to provide exceptional care for our community. We believe in healthcare that's personal and local because we're just like you, members of this great community.
We are Confluence.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
We are Confluence.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
All dressed in the same blue t-shirts, the staff at Orchard Middle School were ready to help any student and every student find their first period. This morning, Wenatchee School District kids all over town gathered their school supplies and headed back to school. Parents dropped off their students and made sure they coordinated a pickup location, grabbed a photo or two, and friends gathered outside to compare schedules. Principal Janelle Royster, who had been serving in the same role at Washington Elementary School for the past 2 years, made her return to Orchard this year. In tonight's feature story, NCWLIFE News caught up with her during this morning's Welcome Back.
You guys want a picture together?
We're there. We're ready for them to be here, and really seeing their faces really energizes us as a staff. They bring joy to the building. So the teachers have been prepping for a couple of weeks for their return, and this is why we do this, is when the students show up and we see their faces and they're excited to be here, it energizes our building.
Good morning. You know where you're going? All right. Uh-oh. You know where you're going? Your first period? It's Tuesday.
I actually was at Orchard 3 years ago as the assistant principal and absolutely love the atmosphere and the culture and love middle school kids. So I knew that that transition was perfect for me when the job came open. So the papers are just the school list of students' first period in case they forgot their first period or weren't here for Bulldog Night. We can give them what their first period is and help direct them to where they're supposed to be. You've got Miss Campo, 11. So her class is down at the bottom of the hallway. Okay, so head to the cafeteria first.
Come on.
And there's going to be lots of people in there helping you.
Okay. You know where you're going first period? You do? Nice.
This is our Orchard shirt. We wear them every Tuesday. HOPE is our acronym, which stands for hard work, opportunities, perseverance, and engagement. And it's really our acronym for student success and student learning. And this is an amazing culture and a building to be in where we care about each individual student and really support them in what they need to be successful.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great Tuesday. Boy, we had a little bit of everything. Well, how about that light show overnight? And that did kick up some thunderstorm activity. A couple of new fire starts that we talked about earlier in the news kicked up all of this haze and smoke. Boy, that Coles Corner fire, Nattipock Ridge. We're also seeing smoke coming down from Okanogan County, and it just inundated the Wenatchee Valley. It happened late this morning, and boy, we just stayed like that all day long. Air quality in Wenatchee around 125. Cashmere had some of the worst air of anywhere this afternoon, hovering around the 160 mark, which is, of course, unhealthy for sensitive groups. So, man, if you are sensitive to this kind of weather, take all the precautions you need to, mainly stay inside. We will see thunderstorms continue around parts of our area today. I think most of the heaviest rain shower activity, if we do see some tonight, will be up to the north around Winthrop, Omak, maybe over into Colville area as well. Although Wenatchee through 5 o'clock, we had about a 60% chance of rain, but notice that goes down a lot into the 20% area as we get into tonight. So we didn't pick up up rain, much rain. Some of you, some brief downpours this morning, but boy, that was about it for here in Wenatchee. 79, our unofficial high temperature. Ironically, that happened at about 11 a.m. And then when the smoke rolled in, our temperatures slowly kept creeping down and all the way down to about 75 late this afternoon. 83, that's our normal high for this time of year. 100 is our record, and that was set in 1998. Look at that. We went from 70 this morning only to 79. 70 our low this morning. 58 is our normal low, and 46 our record set back in 1980. No measurable precip. I know it's hard to believe. We did pick up about a trace at the airport, but that's about it. We're still at 3.40 inches, and just think that goes all the way back to January 1st. So awfully dry out there. Sunrise 6:16 this morning, sets tonight at 7:47. All right, let's get you into your Wednesday forecast. Temperatures are going to stay consistent over the next couple of days. 77s in Moses Lake and Ephrata, 76 the high temperature in Quincy, about 75 for Wenatchee and Entiat. Omak, you will be the warm spot at 77. Cashmere tomorrow, a high temperature of 74. We're going to see some breezy conditions tomorrow as well. All right, let's get you to tonight now and take you through our week. Cloudy skies tonight are expected. Just a little bit of wind right here in central Washington tonight. Scattered showers still in the forecast, but as I mentioned, those will mainly be to our north tonight. Low temperatures around that 60-degree mark. As we travel through and get you into Wednesday, morning showers. This is what will look like early in the day. Clearing skies. Then in the afternoon, it will be breezy. High temperatures a lot like today into those middle 70s, and boy, only the 60s into the Cascades. For Thursday, looks like a rainy one right now. Cloudy skies. This is our morning hours. Here we go into afternoon, and it looks like a lot of that shower activity will just stick around on Thursday. Maybe 70 degrees. Some of us will be in the 60s for high temperatures on Thursday. For Friday, partly cloudy skies will lower the chance for rain to just isolated showers on Friday. High temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. And boy, think about it. Football Friday already coming up. It also kicks off our long Labor Day weekend. And speaking of that weekend, for Saturday, partly cloudy skies. We will begin to warm up at least for Saturday. A one-day warm up with highs in the low 80s. So Saturday should be terrific out there. For Sunday, partly cloudy. We're going to stay with those mild temperatures. Highs on Sunday into the upper 70s. And nice part, not much wind. It's just going to be a pretty decent weekend. For Monday then, partly cloudy. And yeah, we're cooling down once again. Notice northerly airflow, and that's that cooler air moving in. Highs on Monday only in the low 70s. Getting you to Tuesday now, things will be a little bit better. We'll continue to warm up. We're not going to get there in this map, but I can tell you we will warm up a little bit, and temperatures remaining consistent on Tuesday as well. So we're going to downgrade this 70% chance of rain. It'll go down to about a 30% chance tonight. Breezy conditions, 61 our overnight low. Morning showers a possibility tomorrow. It will be breezy in 75. I think this is going to be a rainy day for Thursday. Cloudy, rain likely in 71, giving way to just isolated showers by Friday. 77 your high. And this weekend looks pretty darn nice. Partly cloudy both days. 83 Saturday, 79 Sunday, and then cooler weather once again by Monday. Partly cloudy with highs then around 72. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
Hi, this is Eric Grandstrom, the NCWLIFE Channel Sports Director. While the teams are working hard, we're working hard to bring you 20 broadcasts this fall.
Over the middle, the ball is caught, and just like that, gets through everybody.
It's Eastmont
to the end zone. Touchdown, Eastmont.
It's Wenatchee.
10-5, touchdown.
Even Cashmere.
Killed by Nell. It's in. Good maneuver. Red footer. Go, 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 go.
Right here on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel.
Will make that 20 wins in the month of August for the Seattle Mariners. Julio Rodriguez continued to be the hottest hitter in baseball, going 4 for 5 last night, including a 2-run home run as the Mariners blanked the Oakland A's at T-Mobile Park by a final of 7-0. J.P. Crawford would get things going early for Seattle as he would take the second pitch he saw in the bottom of the first inning and hit his 12th home run of the season.
Cracked out towards the gap in right center field, driven back, and this ball is gone from J.P. Crawford. It's his second leadoff home run this homestand. He is locked in, and he has given the Mariners a 1-0 lead right away.
Oh, and he's able to do all that. That's a good sign for the Mariners in the month of September as he drives one into the gap out in right center.
Lace to the base of the wall. JP's flying to third. He's coming home. JP Crawford to the plate without a throw. Julio drives in another run. Lifted out to the gap. Left center field. Butler can't get to it. Julio trots home to score. Gino into second. He's waving Teoscar back. It's an RBI single for Teoscar Hernandez. Ground ball. Allen slings over to second base. On to first. Does he stay on? No, he doesn't. Suarez scores from third. It's a 4-0 Mariners lead, and Dylan Moore is safe.
Oh boy, there we go.
Out to center. Back by the wall. For the first time, Julio has homered in 3 straight games. There is nobody hotter right now than that man, Julio Rodriguez.
420 feet on that home run.
The opposite way for a base hit. Julio steaming around third, bobbled in right field. Teoscar Hernandez drives in another run for the Mariners. It's 7-0. Everybody waiting for that 27th out. Marlowe in right field. Underneath it. The Mariners win it. A 4-hit shutout of the Athletics. And the Mariners tonight match franchise history. Just the 7th time in a single calendar month the Seattle Mariners have won 20 games.
Brian Wu continued to impress, getting his second win of the season, going 6 innings, allowing no runs, just 3 hits, while striking out 5. Manager Scott Service says he continues to be impressed by the youngster.
He was ready to go right from the get-go. Had really good command. You saw some good sliders, some 3-2 cutters, different things like that. He was able to get over the plate. So awesome job by him, and being as efficient as he was, you're able to get 6 innings out of him, which really the goal going into the game was hoping for 5. So it worked out great there. But, you know, name of the game for us right now, too, on top of the pitching, is how consistent our offense has been. And, you know, I wish I could run as fast as Julio Rodriguez. This has got to be a really fun game when you're that fast. But, you know, it's not just the speed. It's you know, hitting the ball hard, hitting the ball over the fence, everything he's bringing to our ball club right now. It's just been fantastic. And not just him, other guys stepping up. JP sets a tone right out of the chute, you know, hitting a home run, leading off the game. Teo's smoking hot, hitting balls all over the ballpark. So guys are feeling it. You know, we got to continue to play at a very, very high level and keep this thing rolling.
Mariners and A's go at it again tonight at T-Mobile Park, 6:40 game time. You can see it on Root Sports Northwest. Well, the Mariners' lead in the American League West remains a game over Texas and Houston after both the Rangers and Astros were victorious last night. Trailing 3-1 in New York, Texas scored a run in the 8th and 2 more in the 9th to overtake the Mets 4-3. The comeback snapped a string of 47 games where the Rangers didn't win when trailing after the 8th inning. Jose Altuve hit for the cycle for Houston in their 13-5 win in Boston. It's the first time an Astros hitter has hit for the cycle in 10 years. Former Mariner pitcher Taijuan Walker picked up his 14th win of the season for Philadelphia as the Phillies took down the Angels 6-4. Tampa Bay was idle yesterday, so their lead in the AL wildcard chase shrunk by a half game with wins by Texas and Houston. Toronto topped Washington 6-3 to remain 2.5 games back of the Rangers and Astros. The Yankees topped Detroit 4-1 to move past Los Angeles at 11 games out in the final wildcard playoff spot. Boston's loss to Houston puts the Red Sox to 5.5 games behind. Well, the Seahawks continued making roster cuts both yesterday and today. Between the 2 days, 23 have been announced as being cut. Those names you might recognize include linebacker Ben Burkervin, wide receiver Aesop Winston Jr., also tight end Tyler Mabry, and safety Joey Blunt. There are many others to be added to that list as they face that deadline earlier today. The Seahawks prepare to take on the Rams in their season opener coming up a week from Sunday. That's September 10th at Lumen Field at 1:25 on Fox TV. Well, the prep football season begins for high schools around north central Washington this week. For the Eastmont Wildcats, they have plenty of people returning from a squad last year that got 5 wins and made it to the playoffs, losing at home to Richland. I had a chance to talk with Coach Michael Don about high expectations for this year with so much experience coming back.
Been a good offseason, good work out of the kids. We averaged probably over 100 kids a day in the weight room all summer, and our older guys put in work all off season. We have 40, 50 kids that come every morning at 6:30 and work out. Then we have a bunch more who work out through the day and in classes. So we're really excited about where we're at right now. We're a very senior-laden team with a couple juniors sprinkled in, but we got a lot of veterans, a lot of kids with a lot of experience, and I think our kids are excited and ready to get back out on the field.
Well, and by the looks of it, looking at social media on some of the camps and things like that, you've had some individuals that have really shined at some of these camps around the state.
Yeah, a lot of guys have gotten around, traveled around. Luke Gale had a great central camp for us. He ended up being the overall camp MVP there. Just has been throwing the ball really well. Gunnar Peterson's been traveling around. He's got a couple offers to play college football. So does Luke. Connor Frazier has some offers to play college football. Adrian Ruffins will get some. He was battling some stuff over the summer as far as back injury, so he didn't get to go to many camps. But he'll be a college football player. And we're just really excited about this group of kids. They got some high-end talent with some kids that just worked hard too.
Eastmont will start its season on the road at Meade on Friday night at 7 o'clock. Meanwhile, the Wenatchee Panthers are hoping to improve on a 3-win season from a year ago. Coach Scott Devereaux says he's having to fill a lot of holes on the offensive and defensive lines.
We stayed healthy.
That's important
we
because that's
healthy.
been a challenge here in the last few years.
Yeah, we had a good summer camp this year. Happy about how that went. A lot of our guys worked hard and some didn't. So that's kind of how our summer went.
So you lost some seniors on the line especially.
Yeah.
Evan Burdans you don't replace every day. So that being said, who are you replacing them with and how's that coming?
We have one returner on the offensive line, and Calvin Bishop, and he's kind of leading that group. And it's been a lot of moving parts so far through camp here. We're pretty close on who our top 5 are. It's just getting them in the right spots right now.
Now, provided we don't have some smoke issues coming up on Friday, we'll have that game live here on the NCWLIFE channel with our pregame with Grant Olson and Brandon Harley starting at 6:30. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock at Lee-Bofto Field of the Apple Bowl. With sports on the NCWLIFE channel, I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Tuesday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around north central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or just give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us and have a great night.